Show your pride. These are the 4 steps to report your ESG standards. So in order to remember, the ESG standards stand for environmental, social, and governance issues. So here the idea, so you can show your pride and show all the good you're doing in the different categories, is to identify the issues. And those issues can be of a different nature. And here we turn to our corporate social responsibility model, which pretty much most companies use in the world. And as you can see, it's divided into several stakeholders or areas where your materiality of your products and services are shown. Materiality has to do with what is the impact, positive and negative, that your operations have on these different stakeholders. So as you can see, you can start with suppliers. And you can say, well, if suppliers, what is the impact that I'm having? Am I having the right relationships with suppliers? Am I paying the fair price? Our suppliers also enforcing these indicators in order to have more sustainable production. All of these issues would be under suppliers. Then governance, of course. Well, what's the leadership like? Do I have the correct checks and balances in the company? How are board members elected? Who do they represent? So these issues would come down under the governance. Then responsible marketing. What is responsible marketing? What I'm promising our customers is what I'm delivering. So these issues also lay down in this area. Public policy. What am I doing with public policy? Am I complying with public policy? Am I supporting public policy? Am I helping create sound and sustainable public policy? The community, of course, where my operations are located. What's the relationship I have with the community? Is everyone benefiting from the fact that my operations are working out of that community? Also, what are the community members? What is it that they need? Is there anything that within my operations and my impact I can benefit that community? And of course, the environment. And the environment has to do with, am I being careful with the environment? Am I taking into account all the different areas of interest that the environment represents in terms of my operations? Am I calculating? Am I measuring the use of water? Am I measuring what are the other impacts that I may have in the environment? So as you can see, you can go through this model, and there's a process where we identify all of these issues. And those issues, and going back, your first step is to identify the issues, right? And then, do I monitor them? What's the kind of impact am I having on those issues? And is it prolonged through time? Is it, does it happen all year round? Does it happen in certain months? What are those, how are those issues behaving in terms of my operations? And then, of course, you would start finding ways to mitigate the issues. And you will say, well, what are the mitigation standards that I need to come up with in order to improve those standards? And then the last area, or the last of the 4 items here, is to report. So once you have identified, you started to monitor, and then you started to mitigate, well, it's time to report and to inform society as a whole, but your community, your stakeholders, and your shareholders as well. If How are you managing those issues? Our tools in NPS give you the path to the highest ESG standards. And that is because as we go in every area of this model and the 7 types of stakeholders that we have identified, you will see that your operations may improve, but also all the key elements of your operations are also going to show there. And this is going to give you more stakeholders, more opportunities, more partnerships, and a better return. So reach out to us. Let us know how we can help you. We have tools that we've been using for the last 20 years with different institutions, organizations, NGOs, private businesses, etc., that may help your business and may help also the future of your business in terms of your standing with the community and improving the outputs that your business has.